Good morning. For those of you that don't know me, well, obviously a lot of you guys do, but for those of you that are friends with my fiance, Cassandra, my name is Chance. And right now, me and Cassandra need your guys' help. Not just for my family, but for hers as well. See, over the last 6 years, I have been the victim of online terrorism of all levels. My family's property has been destroyed multiple times in different ways, vandalized in different ways. I've been illegally entrapped by a troll who used to go by the YouTube handle of Music Biz Marty, who is now dead by his own doing because he overdosed on fentanyl. But the main guy I want to talk about is a guy named William Glory Hole, who runs the fake music and gaming studio called WMFG Studios. And William is a very evil and vile person. William forged mine and my fiance Cassandra's names onto a fake legal document, making it look like we signed off on a game that he made, which is very disturbing. The stuff I'm about to show you are actual promo things, like promo screenshots, promoting this evil, sick, twisted, vile game. But before I do that, I want to give you guys a little bit of a backstory here about myself, so you guys can understand how all this got started. 7 years ago, I was illegally entrapped by Music Biz Marty and one of his little friends who goes by the name of Mass Troll Mafia. He got her to trick me into sending certain photos of myself to her at the time, claiming that she was of age, and then turned around and claimed that she was underage, and edited the screenshots to make it look like she said that she was underage the entire time. And ever since then, my life has been a living nightmare. Because of that incident, I have been shot at. I have been brutally beaten half to death. My family's house and our vehicles have been vandalized multiple times. These people have made a Facebook group of over 9,000 people dedicated to harassing me every day. Things had gotten so bad at one point that my family started going to the police. My family has gone to the police over 300 times as of this year, begging for help from all three branches of local law enforcement, detectives, and the FBI. These people within law enforcement have turned my family down and forced us to fend for ourselves every time. My family tried to hire a lawyer, but no lawyer will take on our case because there's no lawyer here in Akron that deals with this kind of stuff. What me and Cassandra are going through is not just your typical bullying. It is online digital domestic terrorism. That is what we are dealing with. Where they even tried to send an improvised explosive device, aka an IED, to my house in the form of an old school Xbox One that was supposed to start an electrical fire in my home. But thankfully, it only shorted out the electricity for like 10 minutes. These people have tried to blow my family's van up by taking a blowtorch to it. These people have dropped paint on our house from drones. These people have shattered the top front pane of glass to our front door. They have stolen things from our porch, destroyed our security cameras so that we can't catch them. But more recently, they've done something so disturbing and so vile, which I will get to here in just a moment. But there's one other thing that these people do a lot of that is very wrong. These people have blackmailed me into committing just very horrible, degrading on myself. These people have blackmailed me into calling myself a I am not one. They even tricked me into calling myself even worse things, such as I did not know what that term meant until after the fact, because I am not a part of that world. I don't pay attention to that kind of thing, so I didn't know what that word meant until after they tricked me into saying it and I looked it up. These people told me that it has something to do with the dead because I love creepy stuff. I love, stuff to do with like skeletons, ghosts, the supernatural, gothic type stuff. I love that stuff. And I've also been a very big fan of like, zombie movies such as Resident Evil, um, Evil Dead, and other movies like that. Well, when I looked up the term after they had tricked me into saying it, I realized what I had said afterwards, and I was very pissed off, to say the least. But what these people did as of recently is nothing short of disturbing and disgusting. William Glory Hole, which is the guy's name on YouTube that's been doing all this, he's the one that's been sending people after me and Cassandra. This right here, what you're about to see, is William's channel. This right here is his channel. This is the man that's been harassing me and attacking me and my family and Cassandra. And then here is the document, the fake document that he forged mine and Cassandra's name on. As you can see right there, there's my name and then there's Cassandra's down there. And we don't know how he got Cassandra's name or mine. But the reason why he made these documents is for a game called Apocalypse 339, Lloyd Street. What I'm about to show you guys is nothing short of disturbing and vile. Because William decided to make a game with me and Cassandra in it without our consent or knowledge. He used our voice. He used everything he could. What I'm about to show you guys is what he has people doing to Cassandra in the game. And it's nothing short of disturbing. I know that I'm not the only victim of this. I know that I'm not the only victim of this. These people have done this to hundreds of other people. There's even a group on Facebook called Chance Logan Predator dedicated to harassing me and my family every day. And my family, we can't afford a lawyer. And no legal aid department here will help us. My family has called over 100 times, 300 by the end of this year, begging police, detectives, and FBI for help. My family has contacted every lawyer in Akron, and there is no lawyer in Akron that will help us because none of them deal with this kind of case. What me and my family and Cassandra are dealing with, what we are dealing with is a form of terrorism and blackmail. I've got countless emails telling me that I deserve to die, that they're not going to stop harassing me until I'm dead. Just a few short years ago, I was doing a live stream speaking on one of my exes when I was shot at through my bedroom window right back there. Police came out, took a look at the crime scene, and didn't even bother to take the bullet out of the mattress. It's still in there to this very day. It's still in there. They didn't bother to take it or nothing. They didn't open an investigation, nothing. Nothing got done. The police have left my family to fend for ourselves. And I'll be honest, it's taking everything in me to hold it together right now. Because my stomach is in such knots because of what these people have done that it's sickening. It's sickening and it's disgusting. I used to be a big time Twitch streamer before all this started. I was making around $150 a day doing gameplay streams on Twitch, doing vocal cover shows live on Twitch, doing gameplay videos on YouTube, and at one point I had even hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and actually got a silver play button from YouTube. But because these people feel that I don't deserve anything, they mass reported my Twitch, causing me to lose all my sponsorships, all the hard work I'd put in, the thing that I considered my job, that I was proud to call my job. They've made it to where I cannot get a regular job because, just like with what happened with Cassandra, I've had people tell me that if I got a regular job that they would call up there and harass my job, try to get me fired, or send people up there and make it to where I would fly over the counter and I would go off on them just so that I get fired and end up in prison for assault and battery. And Cassandra has faced very similar harassment. These people have called up to her work, called her family, harassed her family, blackmailed her. And Cassandra doesn't deserve that, and neither do I. Because, if